Appreciate it, Matt.
Thanks,
All right, we're
Matt.
going to jump into our three-pack. It is a December, and for a lot of people, it's a slower time, and it doesn't mean that you take the foot off the pedal. It doesn't mean you don't work. But I'm going to give you some tips to really leveraging the. Man, didn't change the title there. So that's don't worry about the before they sign the buyer broker agreement. I thought I got everything today. But anyways, so really it does come down to taking advantage of the month of December of leveraging your CRM. This is the time for CRM cleanup, organization. And so what we should be doing is, today's December 1st and say, the goal for the month of December is to make sure that every single person in our CRM is getting contacted somehow and some way, and then we build what those strategies look like. So it's a great time to go through all the contacts, clean up, go, oh man, I meant to call that person 3 months ago, and so forth, and make your updates. Just go through and make your updates, add tags if you need to add tags, create new tags if you need to create tags. And those people that you think, as I go through the list, those people that I think that really got a great shot at transacting in 2026, I'm just going to set up a task reminder of, I'm going to still reach out to them for December. It's the holidays and so forth. But I am going to specifically set up a task for January or February, say, okay, I need to reach out to this person. We need to have a conversation about real estate, and we need to start building that plan.
Yes, you can use this as a tool for the reason why you need to contact people as well. So in other words, hi, I'm cleaning up my, I hate to say it this way, but hey, I'm cleaning up my database. No, I want to reach out to you, make sure none of the contact information has changed, anything in your life has changed. It's just really an opportunity for me to say thank you for your business, and kind of wishing you into a new year coming up ahead of us. If there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to give me a call. But I want to make sure I still have all the proper contact information for you. At one example from that perspective. The other thing is also, are you paying attention to what they do for work? So, for instance, if someone is in your database and they're a car dealer or a car salesperson, and somebody else, works for some other type of cabinet company or something, I've always found, and this is just me, but I've always found my success was duplicative of the amount of business I sent to the people in my sphere. So if I was actively sending the people in my sphere business, then that in sales 101 is an obligatory factor of why when they think about it, go, oh, wait a minute, Todd sends me all this business. I really, do they have to? No, but it's just another sales technique to obligate the consumer to want to do business with you. But it's a great time. And then find out what the spouse does too, the other person, the significant other, because, you can win sometimes by just leveraging those types of factors.
And to that point, if you don't know birthdays, you don't know anniversaries, or you're not sure of employment, I mean, it's a good time to check back into Facebook or go onto LinkedIn and get that information that you need and input it into your CRM.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, these are things that you should be doing every single day and week. If you haven't, then this is the best month to start it. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. It just pushes down the road the things we should be doing today. There's a million reasons to be reaching out in the next 30 days. So use one of those and just start calling, start touching base, start updating your CRM system, get yourself ready to go for 2026. And this is the time to do that.
Yeah, and and it is a good point, and Nick is right. It's something that we should be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. But I just can't tell you how many times people just fall through the cracks, and this is the time to collect them.
Yep.
So then, what you do is you categorize each contact by how you're going to make contact. If I said I'm going to reach out to every single contact in the month of December, I've got 8,000 people in my CRM. I can't pick up the phone and call 8,000 people. Right. And so you categorize them on, who are, and I don't want to use the word most important, but who are more likely to transact, who am I closer to, as opposed to just people that maybe I met at an open house. So are you going to, if you're planning on doing pop buys, who are you going to be popping by? Who are you going to, in the month of December, actually pick up the phone and call? Who is it that you're just going to simply maybe just send a text message, happy holidays, or email, a newsletter or some. I'm not big on newsletters, but email. But I know a lot of agents do emailing something through your CRM. I mean, I could hit 7,500 in a very short time in my CRM system by just sending out some sort of happy holidays, Merry Christmas email, and so forth. And then who are you mailing it? Do you do Christmas cards? You do something in the mail, and identify what are the different strategies that you're going to use. You don't have to do all of them. You may have something different. You may be doing some sort of holiday client appreciation event, but you know how you're going to make contact with people, and then categorize everybody in your CRM so that you make sure, and this is how you make sure that you can connect and make contact with every single person in your CRM.
Totally love this one because this is probably one of the more important ones. We always talk about tracking. We always talk about, where did my business come from this past 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. It doesn't have to be this year because things change. Different resources work at different times. Maybe it's you can identify that something that's happening in somebody's life is a life event. One of your posts did better, or one of the items that you're emailing out using your CRM did better than it had been before. These are all little clues, and life gives us 86,400 seconds in a day. That's it, and how we spend it determines our success. To Mike's earlier point, if we're spending it on just the average person who, now we're talking about business now, so let's keep business separate from personal and spiritual and that thing. But if you're spending time with people who have no likelihood of a return on your time, stop it. Reevaluate what you're doing, so that every single moment of your life and everything that you do matters to something that's moving forward that affects you, your family, and your ability to enjoy your life.
Yeah, I mean, this breakdown, this filter is a really great way to start. But again, I think you need to it's going to be relative to you, who you're texting, who you're calling, who you're emailing. So it's a funnel, right? The more people are going to get emailed, then the less people are going to get text, less people are going to get called, and less people are going to get popped by. Everybody should be getting Christmas cards as much as possible. You just need to get yourself out there, get your face, get your name in front of these individuals as much as possible, because you have to remember everybody else is too. How many emails did you all receive on Thursday and Friday and Saturday for Black Friday specials? I mean, my inbox was exploding. So if you're doing that right now, everybody else is doing the same thing. What are people not doing? People are not calling. They're not popping by. They're not keeping those face-to-face relationships happening. And again, it's going to be those that have a better chance of transacting. It's those that have been in the buyer field. They're looking at selling the house. Those are the ones you want to keep in contact with while you're still fishing for those that may or may not be interested the next couple of days.
Mike, you said this for years. 15. You called it the top 12, top 15,
Top 12, yeah.
top 12. We've always said who's the top 10. But again, identify the people, the ambassadors. Mike did say it, but he kind of went over it, and I was hoping he was going to slow down a little bit on it. But, what's the importance of that, of really identifying who those people are in comparison? Just in a couple of words, how can you use this to help identify those people? And
Well, to your point, Todd, you only got so much time to be with people. So for us, it's identifying who are the top 12 people in our sphere of influence that could and should be sending us referrals, who that have the ability to send us those referrals or have a proven track record. And then I take a lot of my time and systematically and invest in them. And stay in contact with them and spend time with them, rather than just every day or every week, okay, maybe I contacted this person or contact this person or contact this person. The people who are generating income for me are, besides my kids generate no income for me. But the people that generate income.
I did say let's remove personal and spiritual from it. So
And speaking of Christmas cards, I already got Nick's Christmas card. He looked really cute sitting on Saint Nick's lap. So it's going to be a good one this year.
Yes, we good.
Yeah. All right. All right. And then just execute. And again, I know if you're tuning in late, it says before they sign the BBA, it's just a placeholder for me. We were talking about how to leverage the month of December. So now that you've figured out your strategies, how you're going to be doing this, you got to time block these activities throughout the month of December. Maybe every Thursday from 9 to 1, I'm making my calls, and Fridays from 8 to 12, I'm doing my text messages. Whatever it is, you have to time block. I mean, take a look at the month of December. A lot of people are not as busy during the month of September. Business is a little slower than usual for some. And if you're in that situation, look at your calendar, because I am telling you what, you might just get busy
Oh my
in the
gosh.
month of December if you follow this plan.
Everybody else is going to
Yeah.
sleep. They're retracting. This is when all the best. Honestly, we say this a lot, Mike. November and November through January, those are the best opportunities for you because fewer agents are out there doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're using it as the excuse as to why there's no business. Well, it's the holidays. Nobody wants to show their home during the holidays. Nobody wants to sell their home during the holidays. Let me tell you something. If I need to sell my home, and it's during the holidays, I want my house looked at. I want people to buy my house. So there's more business out there than the industry will identify or tell you. It's really a super thing. Plus, all those special marketing and advertising places, those placeholders, those banners, those digital banners and advertising. The magazine pages. Those all become available. The prime spots at discounts right now. So don't stop. Keep going.
I've written a lot of contracts on Christmas Eves and New Year's Eves.
You have.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the topic for the next week or two. Is just, I mean, those buyers that are actually looking at homes at this time of the year are more opt to buy right now. Those sellers are going to have less competition in the marketplace just because there's less listings hitting the inventory. So if you're the agent out there grinding and having those conversations, and we have the delayed listing marketing document or whatever, the new AAR document, I'm sure Claudia will touch on it. So you can get people ready to rock and roll and they can start marketing 1st of January, but you're getting them ready to go. These are the conversations you should be having. Everybody else is taking a break for the next 30 days. You should be pushing the gas as hard as you can.
Yep.
And I will just say this from experience of as an agent and as a coach and someone who's trained agents. If you do not time block these activities,
It won't happen.
it won't get done.
Yep.
Yep.
It won't. All right. Appreciate it.
Good one, Mike.
Gents. All right.